Okay, I'm going to do a quick short video. This piece right here, it fits right in here. See where the screw is? It goes, you take that screw right here, pull it out, unscrew it from this section here, and it fits in there. Make sure whenever you put your brakes on that this screw is screwed all the way in this part right here, but you have to have this washer in between it. Didn't realize it whenever I put the brakes on, and the brakes, this part right here was hanging on, but the bottom part right here is missing at the bottom here. I have to go get a Lowe's and get another, I don't know if you can see it or not, get another I don't know if you can see it or not down in there. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go to Lowe's and get another part, get another washer like this, so I can fit it in there, and make sure that this screw right here goes in here. If not, you might have to get you a little bit longer one. Make sure it's not too long where it's going to hit the rotor. If it hits the rotor, I test drove mine last night and it was rubbing right against there, the edge of the rotor. Finally got it out on the street and got the chance to ride it. But whenever it did, and this piece right here, when this screw right here come out, the little washer on the other side, this screw backed out a little bit. Luckily it didn't fall out because I would have lost that. But this piece right here was rubbing up against the rotor. It went forward or backwards, I can't remember. Anyway, I'm probably have trouble getting this thing off. Hopefully not. Anyways, that's the brake problem. The other problem I had was the suspension was bottoming out. This part right here would go all the way down to the bottom out whenever I would hit a bump. I think I fixed that, because what I done is I took these caps and I unscrewed this. It took me a channel lock, so I didn't have a wrench big enough, so I took channel locks and unscrewed this piece right here while it was still on here. That way you ain't gotta worry about this turning while you're turning this. Pull it out. There's a spring down in there, I think. It's attached, it won't come all the way out. It will, but my handlebars are blocking it. It's enough to where you can get a funnel down in there for about 3 ounces or 4 ounces of fork oil in there. I have 10 weight. Most people use 5 weights in their fork oil. I've got 10 weight because I have a KX 250 that I put 10 weight oil in there, and it seems to help solve the problem too. It stiffened the forks up pretty good. It seemed it stiffened up the forks pretty good where it doesn't bottom out. This right here doesn't go all the way down whenever you hit a bump or nothing. It's about halfway now. Probably a little, maybe a little bit more. That helped out a lot. It's probably about 3 or 4 ounces of 10 weight, or you could use 5 weight, it may be okay. Other than that, haven't really had much of a problem. This is a pretty good bike. It rides pretty good. Broke in the engine. Breaking in the engine means, I had somebody ask me what that means on one of my other videos. And breaking in the engine basically is just starting it up, letting it run for about 5 or 10 minutes, and letting it, and turning it off and letting it cool down about 10 minutes or so, over and over again until it finally breaks in. Rev it up a little bit each time, give it a little bit more gas each time, then finally, you know, you want to run it wide open. And it's basically the process of breaking it in. And finally you can ride it any way you want. This gear shifter was off whenever it was shipped out. No wonder it wasn't going to 3rd gear. I was having trouble last night trying to get it in 3rd gear. I need to tighten this down. Couldn't find the gear shifter whenever I first got the bike. It was on the crate, zip tied in a conspicuous spot. Didn't know it. I found it and I put it on, so it's all good now. This bike really runs pretty good. It seemed like it picked up more strength as you break it in and drive it. Other than that, this is a pretty good bike. Alright, anyway, that was a quick video. Hopefully I didn't talk too much. Probably get something to tighten this brake line up too, because I even squeezed that and it still don't hold it well. So I might have to fix that. Other than that, not bad.